Brazil's Indigenous Protection Agency, FUNAI, said Saturday. Known as the Man of the Hole, he had lived in complete isolation for the past 26 years on the Tanaru indigenous land, deep in the Brazilian Amazon in Rondônia state, according to a nonprofit organization, Survival International. He was given his nickname for his habit of constructing deep holes to trap animals and to hide in, the group said. The man had resisted all attempts to be contacted, though authorities continued to monitor him from afar, occasionally leaving out supplies for him. Survival International said the rest of his tribe was wiped out by several attacks since the 1970s, mainly from cattle ranchers and land grabbers. No outsider knew this man's name or even very much about his tribe, and with his death, the genocide of his people is complete, said Fiona Watson, the group's research and advocacy director. Quote, "For this was indeed a genocide, the deliberate wiping out of an entire people by cattle ranchers hungry for land and wealth." The man's body was found lying in a hammock in a hut by FUNAI officials on August 23, 2022. There were no signs of struggle, violence, or the presence of other people in the area. He died of natural causes, and his body will undergo a forensic examination by the federal police, according to the FUNAI. The last known video of the Man of the Hole was released by FUNAI in 2018, which appeared to show him hacking at a tree with an axe-like tool. Survival International said his abandoned campsites left clues to his lifestyle. He planted crops, including corn and papaya, and made houses of straw and thatch. And so this story really hit me hard, and I had to ask, an elder what I should do. And she says to pray for change in the people. And so I wanted to say this prayer for the white man. And now, Creator, I ask you to bless the white man, for he needs your wisdom and guidance. You see, for so long he has tried to destroy my people, and only feels comfortable when given power. Bless them, Grandfather, bless them. Show them the peace that we understand. Teach them that humility. For I fear they will someday destroy themselves and their children, as they have done to Mother Earth. I plead and I cry. After all, they are my brothers. Grandfather, I offer myself to you with a heart of peace. Cause me to bring peace to the people I see, especially those who are in the winter of their lives. May they be warmed by your spirit of love. Hear me, Grandfather, Great Spirit. Once more behold me on earth and lean to hear my feeble voice. You lived first, and you are older than all need, older than all prayer. All things belong to you, the two-legged, the four-legged, the winged of the air, and all green things that live. You have set the powers of the four quarters of the earth to cross each other. You have made me cross the good road and the road of difficulties, and where they cross on this place is holy. Day in and day out, forevermore, you are the life of things. Lean to hear my feeble, feeble, feeble voice. At the center of the sacred hoop, you have said that we should make the tree bloom. With running eyes, I must say, the tree has never bloomed. Here I stand, and the tree is withered. Again, I recall the great vision you gave me. It may be that some little root of the sacred tree still lives. Nourish it then, that it may leaf and bloom, and fill with singing birds. Hear me, that the people may once again find the good road and the shielding tree. The words of Black Elk, holy man of the Oglala Sioux. Great Spirit and all unseen, this day we pray and ask you for guidance. Humbly we ask you to help us and fellow men to have recourse toward the peaceful ways of life. Because of uncontrolled deceitfulness by humankind, help us all to love and not hate one another. We ask you to be seen in an image of love and peace. Let us be seen in beauty, the colors of the rainbow. We respect our mother. We respect the planet with our loving care. For from her breast we receive all of our nourishment. Let us not listen to the voices of the two-hearted, the destroyers of mind, the haters and self-made leaders whose lusts for power and wealth will lead us into confusion and darkness. Seek visions always of a world of beauty and not violence and battlefields. It is our duty to pray always for harmony between man and earth, so that the earth will bloom once more. Let us show our emblem of love and goodwill for all life and land. Pray for the house of glass, for within it are minds clear and pure as ice and mountain streams. Pray for the great leaders of nations who, in their own quiet ways, will help keep the earth in balance. We pray, the Great Spirit, that one day our Mother Earth will be purified into a healthy and peaceful one. Let us sing for the strength of wisdom with all nations, for the good of all people. Our hope is not yet lost. Purification must be to restore the health of our Mother Earth for lasting peace and happiness. Give us hearts to understand. Give us hearts to never take from creation's beauty more than we give. Never to destroy for the furtherance of greed. Never to deny to give our hands for the building of earth's beauty. Never to take from her what we cannot use. Give us hearts to understand that to destroy earth's music is to create confusion, that to wreck her appearance is to blind us to beauty, that to callously pollute her fragrance is to make a house of stench, that as we care for her, she will care for us. We have forgotten who we are. We have sought only our own security. We have exploited simply for our own ends. We have distorted our knowledge. We have abused our power. Great Spirit, whose dry lands thirst, help us to find the way to refresh our lands. Great Spirit, whose waters are choked with debris and pollution, help us to find a way to cleanse your waters. Great Spirit, whose beautiful earth grows ugly with misuse, help us to find a way to restore beauty to your handiwork. Great Spirit, whose creatures are being destroyed, help us to find a way to replenish them. Great Spirit, whose gifts to us are being lost in selfishness and corruption, help us to find the way to our humanity. O Great Spirit, whose voice I hear in the wind, whose breath gives life to me and to the world, hear me. I need your strength and wisdom. May I always walk in beauty. In beauty it walks before me, and in beauty it walks behind me. In beauty that walks below me, and beauty that walks above me. Beauty is on every side as I walk. Let me to walk in beauty. Oh, hear me, 4/4 of the world. A relative I am. Give me the strength to walk the soft earth. Give me the eyes to see and the strength to understand that I may be like you. With your power only can I face the winds. Great Spirit, all over the earth, the faces of living things are all alike. With tenderness, have all these things come up out of the ground. Look upon the faces of these children without number, and with children in their arms, that they may face the winds and walk the good road to the day of quiet. This is my prayer. Hear me.